day today. I went for a beautiful walk. It was very pleasant. Tempted to get a coffee, but I'm so glad I didn't. So yeah, today's been a bit of a roller coaster actually with regards to my mental strength. It is only day 3, so I do know and understand that within the first few days your cravings are still there, your habits are still trying to take over your body, and you haven't fully switched over to that contentment stage and the acceptance stage. And yeah, so the first 3 days are the mental game of it. I've discovered that's something I really wanted to talk about, but I think I'll talk about that later. The first few days are the hardest. I know that's a fact. So today's been an up and down day, but I'm so proud of myself because amongst my walk just previously, I kept thinking and going back and forth between the two thoughts of, okay, I'll just get one coffee. I'm allowed to have one coffee. No, you're not. So I kept going back and forth of, okay, I'll just get this coffee this one time. No, you won't get the coffee. You don't need the coffee. You can overpower this. I'll just get it one time. I just kept going back, forth, back, forth. It was exhausting. And I actually started to get like pain in my head just from this debate going on whilst I was trying to enjoy my beautiful walk. And then I realized after like half an hour when I was sitting on the grass looking at the beach, I realized this is what I actually like about getting my coffee normally anyway. The time that I give myself to sit down, relax, and just be present and enjoy the moment. And so I thought, I'm already doing this. I'm already laying down. I was laying back, listening to an audiobook of mine, and I was thinking, okay, I've already gotten that satisfaction that I thought I was going to get by having a coffee. So you really don't need this. And from then on, I was just like, okay, fine. It did take about 15-20 minutes of back and forth thinking, but in the end, I won, and I'm really happy now that I didn't get that coffee because I would have had that guilt feeling stuck with me, thinking that I broke it, I did not fasting correctly, you're not water fasting. So I saved myself all of that negative thought and guilt that comes with, that fleeting moment of joy, which essentially is what it was, what it could have been, me getting that coffee. So anyways, that's my rant about me nearly getting a coffee. And now I feel really good, and I'm just going to relax now. On another note, in regards to symptoms that are coming up, technically I'm slimmer in the stomach, but that's just because I don't have any food in there, and less bloating from the gas and stuff like that. So my body is technically the same. That's why I haven't been adding any new pictures, because I don't really see a point yet. When you can actually see a significant change in my body, then I'll upload a new picture. But my skin is not good today. So this is normal, it's fine. It comes with detoxing and fasting. So this will be gone soon, or it will calm down, so it's okay. It doesn't bother me, it's fine. I can carry out my day peacefully, knowing that me fasting is actually fixing this and any other scars or ailments that I might have. So it's all good. And I'm going to relax now, do some work on the computer. I've already had my time in the sun, and I will check back in soon. So it's the end of the day now, and it's been a pretty successful day. I didn't get to do too much this afternoon. I mostly just laid and rested, and I did feel like I needed some salt at one stage. Sometimes I get a salt like craving sort of thing. I think it maybe is a mineral, like lack of a mineral that I'm needing. So when I have that feeling, it makes me feel better if I just have some actual salt. This one is iodized, but I just crack like a little bit into my mouth, and then immediately, mentally and physically, I feel better. So, it's not harmful, it's helpful, so don't freak out. And yeah, so now I wanted to talk to you guys about why I'm doing a long fast. I often do short fast, like 1 or 2 day, 3 day, or I do a juice fast or fruit fast. But why I'm doing a big water fast is a whole other story and goal as well. So I'll first mention that obviously there's physical benefits, but I'm not only just doing it for physical benefits, I'm doing it for physical, mental, spiritual, like a rejuvenation of everything. So there's so much to it, but to be specific, the mental and spiritual goals that I have is gaining clarity, giving myself the time and space and availability to just like step back from yourself and look at everything from a different perspective. Because when you're fasting and you're doing a long water fast, it's amazing. Obviously you would, I don't know, maybe it's not obvious, but you just have more time. Like we spend so much time just eating or creating the meal and planning things like that, that our time is gone just from doing those sort of things. So when you're not eating or planning food or anything, all you're focused on is what you're doing, your goals, your hobbies, things like that. So for me, fasting gives me the chance to do all those things. And this whole year, I started the year off as raw vegan. So I switched to raw food. And I did that for a couple of months. And then eventually I started allowing a little bit of cooked food in. And then in the end, I was just normal cooked and raw. I was like half, pretty much just normal vegan again. So by me doing this, it allows me to reset my mind and to take a step back. And when you do a big fast, you shed so much of the old you. You truly feel like you've stepped into a new you, but in a way, your original self. It's hard to explain. So for me, fasting also gives me the opportunity to reset my mind and to give it time to think properly and just to see things clearly. It's hard to explain, but that's a big goal of mine out of fasting as well. So that's really important to me. And then with the physical aspect, a big goal is my skin, because my skin is a lot better. You can see it actually in the big fast that I did a year ago. I was looking at those videos the other day and my skin is so bad. I knew it was bad at the time, but because it had gone from really bad to bad, when I had finished that fast, I was like, oh, this is great, my skin is so good. But a year and a half later, my skin is so much more better, but still a big healing process, because the skin cells take quite a long time to heal. And when it's my skin type as well, I have olive skin type and of mixed race as well, so your skin scars easier, it's more prone to scarring. So when I have these pimple scars and picking scars, they stay a long time. So for me to be able to heal them, it takes a long time, and I know that fasting is a big push in the right direction for that as well. So I do have bad skin at the moment, but this outbreak is from the fast, so it doesn't bother me, and I'm happy that this fast is healing my skin. And then obviously a big physical benefit of fasting is that you're going to lose weight. You first initially lose water weight. So I think at the moment I might have lost a little bit of water weight, but at the moment I look the same. It's day 3 and I look the same, which is fairly normal. Like you look slimmer in the stomach, but your body is the same besides your stomach. So lots to do still. And over the past couple of years, I've been moving around a lot and traveling a lot and living in a camper van. And this year, COVID, all the gyms were closed and I couldn't do anything. So it's been a really, busy couple of years for me. So I lost my routine of exercise. I used to do so many things. I used to run, I used to surf, I used to just exercise at home every day for like 2 hours. I was just really into it. I loved it. I used to do yoga every day. I did martial arts for a while, so I used to be quite active, and then I started moving and traveling, and then I pretty much lost all of that besides yoga and walking. So my muscle went down and my fat went up, which is, a normal circumstance to happen from that. But I actually, from 2 years ago, I have more body fat than what I had before my last big fast. So before my last big fast, I had 15 kilos of fat out of 59, and now I have 19 kilos of fat out of 59. So I'm back where I started and sort of in a harder position actually. And you know, I don't beat myself up about being the same weight from post long fast a year and a half ago, because it was a year and a half ago and I haven't had the best routine. I haven't been doing, you know, a structured exercise routine, eating routine. It's all been up in the air. So I'm not gonna point the fingers anywhere besides myself for putting the weight back on. It's only comes back to me. So it's not fasting's fault or anything. It's just my fault for just not having good habits and not sticking to my word. So yeah. And then the third major reason for me wanting to do a big 30-day fast is the simple fact that I love fasting and I love the rejuvenescence part of fasting, and that you're literally gaining vitality. You're taking years back of your life, or gaining years, and you know, you're bringing youth back to your cells and everything, and you're just doing such a big clean out. So I think it's so important for everyone to do fast, if not 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 7 day, whatever. So it's important to me. I love fasting. I read lots about it all the time. It always comes back to me in life and in books that I read and topics that I read and things that I watch. So it's important to me. And because I've been doing fasting for years and it's still a major part of my life and a big interest and passion to me, it's classified to myself as a life goal. So doing 30 days is a life goal of mine. So with anybody that has a goal for their life, you know, you really want to do it. So I've just been trying the last few months of this year. Since March, it's now August. So now I think like, okay, I've wasted all these months not doing it, just living. And now I really want to do it. Like, it's 2020. I know that I'm doing it this year. I told myself I'm doing it this year, so I will do it this year. And even if I have previously kept on failing, I will not let myself fail this time or this year. I'm not letting that happen by the end of the year, nor this time right now as well, because I feel really good about it now, and I love making these videos and being accountable to you guys, because I know that I made the promise to myself, but when it's yourself, you can easily make up excuses and get yourself out of it. But because I made a commitment to whoever might be watching this, or whoever is also doing this, people that have commented already saying that they're fasting as well, and we're actually doing it at the same time. So, you know, I feel like I can't let you guys down, and I just, yeah, I feel really attached to it. So I feel really good about it, and I cannot wait till I get to the end and we can talk about it and be just so happy together. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. And end of day 3, I'll see you tomorrow, end of day 4. Okay? All right. Bye. Good night.